It's just Bruce, he don't bite. Hello.
Hey guys, welcome to my channel. Bruce again, coming at you. You can tell by the title, tonight we're going to talk about Star Wars toys. We're going to talk about my new endeavor of why I'm not going to be collecting Star Wars toys anymore. And we're going to read some comments from the viewers. So, let's get started. I haven't been around. I missed a week. I was going to do this every 2 weeks, and I realized I missed a week. So, we might not get to all the comments this time because there's a lot of them. But we'll do that later on. Star Wars, if you saw my last video, that's why I've been so busy. I'm selling my entire Star Wars toy collection. It's going really well. I'm in week 2 of it. I sold quite a few, but I still got quite a few to go. And the reason I'm selling it, as I've said before, is things come up in life. I'm getting older, and I decided to come out of retirement as a chef. If you watched any of my cooking videos, or even the videos where I talk using this background, I had said that I would love to get into a kitchen like this. The last real chef job I had a kitchen like this, and I liked the job. I ended up quitting for my own reasons. Nothing against the place I was working at, honestly. But I quit that job. That was 6 years ago, and that's the last time I really worked in a real restaurant. I worked in another one very shortly, a little Italian place here in downtown that's terrible, by the way. I'd love to say its name, but I don't want to cause a war. But I walked out because of the owner. I couldn't get along with him. Didn't see eye to eye. I didn't like the way he handled food. It was, if the Board of Health would ever go in there and see what he really does, they'd just shut him down quick. That's a private Italian restaurant, though, not the one I'm talking about. Long story short, after 6 years, and I kind of figured this was coming over the past year, which is why I've been kind of getting away from the Star Wars stuff, because I won't have time to do all the Star Wars stuff that I want to do. Still going to do my eBay page. I'm still going to make my customs and my repairs and my restorations. But I think I'm old enough the Star Wars collection has to go. So with that said, tomorrow I start my new job. They came to me earlier this week and asked me if I want to come back to the restaurant that I really liked. Now, I can say it now. I was holding off on it, but it is the Elks Lodge right here. One of the best places locally that I've ever worked. And I've worked in a bunch of different states, United States of America. I've been over 30 years as a chef. I've done everything in a restaurant from wash dishes to executive chef. And so I'm really looking forward to getting back in the kitchen. I'm starting out part-time just to make sure you knew, because I got some physical problems that I got to work through. But assuming that works, I don't care. I'm psyched about it. I'm just really looking forward to it. Getting in a real kitchen, cooking some real food for people, maybe have a few of my own dishes. We'll see. Right now, I'm just going to be open-minded about it. I'm very happy they're having me back. They haven't had too much luck up there with other cooks and things, so I'm going to give it another shot and see what happens. I mean, this is why you don't burn bridges. Never badmouth the place, unless you really mean it, like that Italian place I was telling you about. But like I said, I never had a problem with the place I'm going back to. I'm looking forward to it. And that's what I'll be doing starting tomorrow, so you won't have to be bothered every other day with these videos, because I'll be working. So, with that said, let's get into some of these viewer comments. Let's see if I can remember to do this the right way. I want to scooch myself over. Okay, we're back. There we go. That works. I'm just going to go through the comments, starting from the one that came in today up to reasonable time. I'm not going to, the last video was 38 minutes, and I saw by the analytics a lot of people didn't watch it to the end, and it probably does get boring after a while. So I don't know how long we're in so far. So I'm just going to get started and quit running my mouth. First comment of the night just came in today from Juan Perez. My video, selling my extensive vintage Kenner Star Wars collection. How much? That's what he says. Well, Juan, if you watched the video, it would tell you the contact information, how to go about that. So that's that. Stormy T, sorry, old eyes, can't see that far. Stormy T, 7 hours ago, about me selling my collection. Sold a few vintage Star Wars figures over the last few months I bought years ago when cheaper and made a healthy profit. Yeah, well, the market is way up there right now, but that's actually not why I'm getting rid of my collection. I'm getting rid of my collection just because it's time for me to move on. I only got a few years left in me, and I want to make them count. So all this stuff sitting down here, if something would happen to me, my wife's going to be stuck with it. She ain't going to know what to do with it. So plus I'd like to take that cash and, I don't know, do something nice for myself, me and my wife. Okay, next one. On how to make your own reusable molding. Elia DiCagno. And once again, I am so sorry if I'm mispronouncing names. I'm just terrible at some of these names, and I don't mean to be. I mean, no disrespect whatsoever. I know from the last video, I got a couple of people telling me I'm not a girl, I'm a dude. I'm like, I feel really bad about it, but some of these names you just can't tell. Anyway, this person's question is about the reusable molding compound. Can I use normal glycerin instead of vegetable one? I don't know the difference. All I know is I go to like a drugstore and they just have glycerin, and that's what I used. So if you want to try it, let me know how it works. I honestly didn't know there was a difference. So in fact, I better like that because I never liked that one. All right, give it a like. So hopefully they're going to watch and see that, yeah, give it a try because I really have no idea. Jeb Stewart. Hello, what is your eBay pseudo? I will look at what you have for sale. Have a nice day. That would be Jenner Custom Toys, all one word. And like I said, it's in the video quite a few times. I put it on the bottom, and it's in the description of that video. Only One Kenobi next on my Star Wars toy collection sale. Great video. Good luck with the sale and enjoy the profits. Thank you, sir. I hope to just get rid of it. I'm giving a lot. I already sold a bunch of stuff, lower end stuff, but I give people deals. It's got to go. Too bad, if you live close to me, that'd be great. You just swing by the house and see what I got. Otherwise, we're doing it with the directions on that video. What's that? Tokyo Extreme 2 days ago on the selling video. The only thing I want anymore is the white Boba Fett from a few years ago and an at Driver Black series. If there is such a thing? I don't know, man. I only collect the vintage stuff, and when I say vintage, I mean true vintage, 77 to 85. I never really paid attention to the Black series because if I started doing that, I'd need a bigger house. So good luck in that. Let me give you a little like there. Scott McGowan Law. Read it. I don't know. It's about selling my. Yeah, I saw this earlier. I commented on it. Selling my collection. He's like, what? You need to fill your gas tank this week? Yeah, ain't that the truth? I get the lowest one up here. It was $4.59 a gallon. I had to fill up because now I usually just stay home. I don't do a lot of driving. I maybe put 10 miles a week on my car. Now I'm going to go back to work. It's going to be, I'm going to start feeling that pinch. My good friend Tamara Tenor on, I did an outtake video. We're starting to do outtake videos, folks. And I just threw a couple things, lost footage, and I usually don't outtake anything from my videos. I leave my mess ups in here. I mean, sometimes you guys hear me swear, make mistakes. I just don't care. But I had some stuff that was never aired on YouTube. I threw that in there. It was a funny video. Check it out if you can. It's called Outtakes That Never Made It to my YouTube channel. And anyway, Tamara says, loved it, laughed the entire time. Thank you, had a rough day. Yes, please do more outtakes. I plan on it, Tamara. Thank you. What we got next here? Commander Crook. That's pretty cool. I like that name. Commander Crook, all my sales. I sold an entire vintage collection back in 2008. It was a tough decision to make, and there are some things that I regret selling. However, I really don't miss all that stuff, and having the money come back was nice. Good luck to you in your future journey. Well, thank you. Appreciate that. I am keeping a few of my favorites. I will just keep those to the end because there's just like certain things I did have when I was a child. Those are the ones I'm actually going to keep. Because my goal was to start with the very first thing ever made and go through 85 and have everything. Action figures, the ships, the mini rigs, the play sets. And I did pretty much reach that goal. There were some things I just wasn't interested in that I just didn't bother with, like the micro machines, or what are they called? The micro collection. I just didn't bother with those, but I probably would have bought them if I got a good deal. But now it's time for me to liquidate. So thank you for that, Commander Crook. Casey Brown, about the sales thing again. Man, I do not look forward to the day I have to make such a decision. Best of luck to you and hope you get some quality buyers. Thank you, Casey. I appreciate that. Alan Prince. About my pressure pot. You want to know if it would work for silicone. Like I said, I think it would. I really do think it would if you're making your silicone molds. You want it to cure in there. I don't see why I wouldn't. But honestly, the molds I'm making are for little action figures like about this big. There we go. About this big. I haven't been putting my silicone molds into the pressure pot because I just never needed to. But give it a try and let me know. I'm curious. Calico Octopus, 7 days ago. How to make resin pots. This is an excellent video. I was just doing a quick search for these buckets. It looks like your lid has a rubber seal, and a lot of the ones I'm seeing only have the gasket lid with the rubber. Can you share where you get your buckets? Once again, I said this, I really don't know. It's look in the follow-up video. Definitely watch. This is the first time you watch that. Definitely watch my follow-up video because I address a bunch of safety concerns. As far as where to get the buckets, I don't know, man. I got it from a painter friend of mine, a guy who works for a paint company. And I wish I had a link. I've been looking for one to put so I could let you guys know where to go, but I haven't been able to find one all this time. Gloria Costello. How to make a resin pot. So helpful. I've been looking for an inexpensive and successful way to do this, so heading off to the paint shop. Have everything else. Wish me luck. Well, good luck and let me know how it turns out. Thank you. James Little on the resin pressure pot again. And you're awesome, man. Found you looking at pressure pots. Of course, watched your follow-up. Then more of you autoplayed while I looked up parts. I dig your style, attitude, outlook. Thanks for contributing to knowledge and for being a Star Wars nerd. Oh, that's really cool. I commented on that. You can see on the screen. That did make my night. I had a bad day, but that made my night. Steve. Just Steve on the pressure pot. Thanks. Question. How does it work if you add a color? If you can add color, is dye or powder better? Thanks again. Save you some money. Yes, I have used powders and I've used paint in my clear resin. No problem at all. It comes out just as good. So knock yourself out and let me know how it turns out. Lorraine Craig on my chicken egg roll video. Now, the funny thing about the chicken egg roll video, because you know I do the cooking videos too. The funny thing about chicken egg roll video, people have been dying to get that recipe for years, and I quit making them because I used to make them and sell them. I was actually going to open up a food truck. My wife and I were doing all the logistics to see if we could do it, and figuring out all the money and and what we exactly had to do to have a food truck in this area. And we just decided it was too much of a pain in the ass, so we just decided not to do it. But I did make egg rolls for about a year just on the side, and sold them just to people around here. It ended up being a lot of work. It was a lot of work, but those egg rolls are so good. So I finally shared my recipe up there. It's a specialty recipe. If you get a chance, check out that video and make them yourself. But anyway, she says, fantastic. Don't get left behind. Promo. Oh, I think I just realized that's a spam post. I hate spam. I usually delete them, but I mean, I know what it is, but I'm an old man. I'm not trying to do serious videos for, getting a million followers. I'm not worried about that. I just want to hang out with some good people, do these videos, and that. Paul Avram on how to card your own action figures, 2nd edition. Yes, I had to make a new version because I went back and I watched the first version, and it was one of my first videos, and I'm like, wow, that really sucked. But it was also one of my most popular videos of all time, and I'm like, I got to do it right. So I redid it. And he says, I figured out what the first hole punch is called. It's an airplane hole punch tool. What he's talking about is this tool right here, and that's used to put the holes in the top of the card so you can hang it on a peg at like the stores where you find it. So yeah, airplane hole punch tool. So you guys need to buy one of those. Look it up on Amazon. That's what it's called. Let's just do a couple more because I know we have a lot and I'm not going to get to all of them. Another pressure pot question. Wow, what a fantastic idea. I'm new to resin work. I think you just saved me hundreds. Well, good. I hope it works for you. And he put the pounds on. That must be somebody from like UK or something. That's a Welsh. Okay. Well, greetings to the United States. American Patriot Esquire. I see him in here once in a while. He liked the new How to Card Your Action video. Said, awesome video. Thank you, sir. I love you, Tamara. I already did one for you. I'm going to skip down here to Malfunctioning Little Twerp. I love that name. I don't want to hog the comment section, but I always do the double fry thing. This is on how to make wings. I'll tell you, if you want to make wings at home, watch this video. And just, it's a double frying method, and they are so good. Because there's a wing shortage now. You can't really go to a lot of bars and get wings, and if you do, you're paying an arm and a leg for them. So go to the grocery store, you'll find yourself some wings. Check out this recipe. It's easy. Anybody can do it. And knock yourself out. What is this? Wham? So, I'm not going to try to say that. I'm sorry. I really like the setup of this video. It's nice to be able to see everything from different angles. I appreciate that. I've been trying with new cameras and new ways to do it just to try to make it a little bit better. I'm not Steven Spielberg, but as long as I get the point across, as long as you can see what I'm working on, especially when it comes to the food or the small resin work that I do. What kind of bucket is this? For the Resin Pot under $10, well, go ahead and rewatch the video because I do say in there. Okay, the vacuum chamber video, new video that's been a long time coming. I made 3 sections of it. Let's just do real quick about this. For a vacuum cleaner chamber, I got a nice thick glass tubular big jar. Threw away the lid and made a gasket by hot gluing window sealing rubber around the lips of the jar. And lid naturally was made from plywood, but even thick plywood will bend slightly and cause air leak. The second lid was made by a material that I don't know its name. It's a very solid material they use to make cupboards for ships. It doesn't burn. Its surface is very smooth. I think I know what he's getting to. He's getting at this. It's like kind of like a wood, but it's not. I forget. I don't know what it's called either. So, okay. I think we're into what we did last time. Pretty sure we're in there. Oh, wait, it can't be because there's a comment about the last comment video I made. Captain Slaymore. Hey, thanks for the vid and include. I guess I put him in the other video. Oh, that's right. I remember the name now. That's an awesome username, too. Hope all is going well and your projects are turning out great. Captain Slaymore, things are going great. If I was any better, I'd be you. And I think we're going to stop this part right now because I've got so many others to go through. So I did the best I could. I don't want to make this an hour-long video. But speaking of things going good, how can I remove this? So yeah, I'm going to go ahead and cut the comments a little bit short because I was a week late. There's a lot more. And I try to answer every one of my comments somehow because whether I actually physically write you a reply or if I acknowledge it here on these videos, because I see all these other YouTubers, they get comments and stuff, they just ignore them. They don't, people encouraging them and all this stuff, then they just ignore them, and then people just don't want to leave comments anymore. So I believe in acknowledging. I appreciate all of my viewers. I think I'm up to 1,300 now, which I'm psyched it keeps going up, but I'm happy about that. So I'm always room for more subscribers. So go ahead, get people to join. We're still going to do the cooking videos. We're still going to do the resin videos like this, and other things that I just like throwing in there. I mean, the Carl videos, I brought him back. I know I have a very limited following for the Carl videos, but I enjoy doing them, so I'm going to keep doing them. If you don't like them, guess what? You don't have to watch them. It's okay. There's other things. But, yeah, like I said, I'm really going to try to make an effort to at least reply on the channel for all the comments. Because it means something to me. Every time somebody says something nice, it just makes me happy. I really appreciate it. But the one person asked me how I'm doing. Hope all is well. I'll tell you what. I said if I was any better, I'd be him. I have just had an incredible 2 weeks, and I want to talk to you about karma. Now, I'm not the best person in the whole world. I mean, I'm moody. I got my own faults, just like everybody else does. But I always try to do the right thing and help people when I can. And be there to listen when people need to talk to. And, I did the whole video about depression and stuff like that. It means a lot to me. So I try to help other people. I mean, I'm a good listener. I know I talk a lot, but no one's talking back to me right now, so I get the floor. But these past 2 weeks have just been crazy. I mean, not just selling my Star Wars stuff and the good people I've come in contact with. I've been so overwhelmed with emails. I mean, I got literally 200 emails to go through. And I try to go through all of them to see who needs what and deals I can work out with. Some people got great deals, some people got fair deals, and I didn't charge too much for anything, I don't think. I put some things on eBay auction, and that just knocked my socks off. I cannot believe the outcome of the auctions that I put up this past week on my eBay, which is Jenner Custom Toys, by the way, if anybody was asking. I can't believe it. I want to get some money out of my collection, but I didn't expect it to be like this. And like I said, the auctions are, I started every starting bid was $50 for what I had put on eBay this past week. I got a lot more than $50 per item. I was shocked. And I almost felt bad about it, but they bidded for it. I mean, they're the ones that bid it up that high, and they paid, and they're getting their items, and I hope they'll be happy with it. And I hope they give them a good home. I really do. But it just shocked me, and that was the first part of it. And then I went out last night, and I like to gamble a little bit. I like to play the slot machines. And I went out last night, and I played a slot machine somewhere. I'm not going to say where. But first one I sat down at, I put a 20 in. I pulled out $300. I'm like, okay. So I'm like, all right, I'm done. So I go and I sit next to my wife. I'm talking to her and everything. And I'm like, well, I'm going to just throw another 20 at this other machine. I want another, like, I think $200. Ooh, sweet. I go and I sit down, and there was only one more slot machine in that little collection there. So I went over and I put $1 in, and I ended up putting 40 out, which I know it doesn't sound like a big win, but for me it is. And then, like I said, I got this job offered to me, which I've wanted to go back for quite a while now, but I never really asked, and they came to me. So that makes me feel really good about myself that they know that I can handle it, and they want me to come back. So just like I said, if you just try to be the best person you can be, good things come your way. My wife and I have I have a saying. I had to teach my wife a saying. It took her a while to realize it. Karma will give us what we need when we need it, no more, no less. So if you're having a hard time and you're a good person, I feel what you need will come. And I've proven it time and time and time again. Back when I was single and raising my two daughters when they were really little, that's a whole other story I could tell you. That'd be a whole other video. Karma always took care of me, and it wised me up from being an idiot back when I was younger to growing up a little bit and being more patient. And just as long as you don't give up, try to be the best person you can be. And I'm not saying go out there and teach Bible class somewhere if you're not into that kind of stuff. Just be the best person you can be, and good stuff comes back to you. I swear to God, I proved it time and time again. I fully believe that. I'm not a religious person, but I am a spiritual person, if that makes any sense. You know, I don't go to church every Sunday. I have nothing against people that go to church. It's just not for me. But I do have my own personal relationship with a higher power. And I'm telling you, it works. So with that said, I'm going to close off this video. I hope you guys are doing well. I got some other stuff coming up here. Like I said, the videos are still going to be coming out, just not like every other day, because I'm going to be working in the kitchen and I want to concentrate my efforts on that. So it's good seeing you all. Give me a like, please. Give me a share. Leave a comment. And we'll see you again real soon.
Reckon they gonna let Mr. Bruce play with sharp objects now.